Good morning, dear students. Previous class we started bond parameters. In that we discussed four important bond parameters: bond length, bond angle, bond enthalpy and bond orders. Then today we will discuss two more bond parameters: resonance and polarity of bonds, that is dipole moment. First one, that is fifth one, is resonance. Fifth bond parameter is the resonance. What is meant by resonance? Resonance is the phenomena of two or more Lewis structures. Phenomena of existence of two or more Lewis structures for a given substance. One substance dolaga enpa antandre more than two enpa antandre two or more Lewis structures are exist, and the phenomena is known as resonance. Resonance is the phenomenon of existence of two or more Lewis structures for a given substance. The phenomena of existence of two or more Lewis structures for a given substance, that is nothing but resonance. And the various possible Lewis structures are called as resonance or canonical or contributing structures. ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಲೆವಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ಅವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾನೋನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ resonance structure or contributing structures. The possible various Lewis structures are called as resonance or canonical or contributing structures. The number of possible various Lewis structures are called as resonance structures or canonical structures or contributing structure. The actual structure is said to be the resonance hybrid. Actual structure yavatpa andre resonance hybrid of all the Lewis structures. Ivella Lewis structure dolagin the resonance hybrid is the actual structure. Actual structure is the resonance hybrid. ಅವು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡಿದ್ದು ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೈಬ್ರಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ಸ್? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್? ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ writing the resonance structures. For writing the resonance structure, there are some of the following rules. The first point is, the first rule for writing the resonance structure is the various resonance or contributing structures differ in the position of electrons, not in the position of relative atoms. Are writing the resonance structure, there is a differ in the electron, position of electron, and not the relative position of atoms. First point is the resonance structure or the various resonance structures differ in the position of electrons and not in the relative position of atoms. The atoms are in the same position, but the electron position is differ in their resonance structures. Second point is all the resonating structures having same number of electron pairs. Same number of electron pairs. Total number of electron pairs are distributed in the Lewis structure are remain same in all various contributing structures. All canonical structures having or resonating structures having same number of electron pairs. Electron pairs are same, only the position of electrons are differ in the resonating structure, but not the relative position of atoms. Then third point is the canonical structures should not differ in the energy. The canonical structures, the various canonical structures should not differ in energy. The various canonical structures should not differ in energy. All the resonance structures or canonical structures or contributing structures having identical or similar energy. The energy difference is very small. Then fourth point is the resonance structure should be written so that the unlike charge residues on adjacent side. The resonance structure should be written so that the unlike charge residues on adjacent side. Unlike charge residues on adjacent atoms. Unlike charge means positive and negative charges are written in such a way that those oppositely charged or unlike charges are on adjacent atoms. Then last point is the resonance structure in which negative charge residue is on electronegative atom and positive charge residue is on electropositive atom. Last point is the negative charge residue on electronegative atom and positive charge residue on electropositive atom. Here, these are the following rules to follow while writing the resonance structure. First point is the various resonance structures differ in the position of electrons, but not the position of relative atoms. Then all the canonical structures should have same same number of electron pairs. Elladrolage electron pairs same irtave. Then the various canonical structures should not differ in energy. Energies of all the canonical structures are almost same or identical. Then the resonance structure should be written so that unlike charge residues on adjacent atoms. Then last point is the resonance structure in which the negative charge residue on electronegative atom and positive charge residue on electropositive atom. By using these 5 rules, we write the resonance structures of the following compounds. For example, let us consider first one is ozone O3 molecule. In O3 molecule, there are 3 oxygen atoms are arranged in the angular position. This is the first canonical or resonating structure. Then this is the second resonating structure, and the resonance hybrid of these 2 resonating structures are the third one is the resonance hybrid of these 2 resonance structures. 1 and 2 are, these are the resonance structures. This is resonance hybrid. First point ಏನದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, the various resonance structures differ in their position of electrons but not the atoms. Relative atoms position change ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, only electron position. Here the double bond ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ first structure ದೊಳಗ right side ಅದ, second structure ದೊಳಗ left side ಅದ. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ this lone pair of electrons are donated here and pi electron is on oxygen atom. Here the pair of electrons are delocalized. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಯಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, delocalization of electrons. ಹೌದಾ? And this is the resonance hybrid. The double bond is delocalized. The pi electrons are delocalized on these 3 oxygen atoms. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರ ಮೇಲೂ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ delocalize ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. This is the first structure. Second one is carbon dioxide molecule. In carbon dioxide, carbon oxygen double bond is there. This is the first structure, and this carries negative charge and this carries positive charge. This is second structure. this carries positive charge and this carries negative charge. These are the three resonance structures of carbon dioxide. Resonance structures. Then the resonance hybrid of these three is O, C, O, O. This is the resonance structure of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide ದೊಳಗೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pi electrons are delocalized and this is the resonance hybrid. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, the opposite charges are unlike charges are written on adjacent atom. ಎರಡು adjacent atom ನಡುವೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ opposite charges ಅದಾವ. Then third one is NO3 minus ion. Here minus charge, this is first structure, minus charge or double bond here, minus charge and this is coordinate bond. Third one is, this one is coordinate bond, here double bond, here negative charge. All these three are resonance structures. Resonance structures. These are the some examples for resonance structure as well as resonance hybrid. Then based on this, resonance energy is defined after writing the resonance structure by following some of the rules or steps. And one more very important term is resonance energy. Resonance energy. The resonance energy is nothing but the energy difference between resonance hybrid and the most stable contributing structure. The contributing structure is more stable than any of the contributing structure. Resonance hybrid is the more stable than any of the resonating structure. Even ಮೂರುದ್ರೊಳಗಿಂದ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ this is the more stable. And the resonance energy is nothing but resonance energy is nothing but the difference between the energy of resonance hybrid and most stable contributing structure. The difference between the energy of resonance hybrid and that of the most stable contributing structure. That is nothing but resonance energy. ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದು, ರೆಸೋನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದು, ಕ್ಯಾನಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂದ್ರು ಒಂದು. ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ದ resonance hybrid and that of the most stable contributing structure, that is nothing but resonance energy, and this resonance hybrid is the most stable than any of the resonance structures. Okay, then this resonance structure or the energies of the resonance structures cannot be separated, or the resonance structures cannot be separated because their energy difference is very small. The energy difference in pandra almost identical or very small, and these cannot be separated. Then some of the relative stability of the resonating structures depends on important points. Relative stability of resonating structures or as well as compounds. Some of the factors which depends on the relative stability of the resonating structure as well as compounds. What are those? First point is, larger the or greater the delocalization of electric charges. Delocalization of electric charges, more the stability. Delocalization of electric charge is more means, electric charge means electrons are delocalized. Greater the delocalization of electric charges, then more the stability. First point is, greater the delocalization of electric charges, stability is more. Or more stable will be the compound or resonating structure. This is the first point. Second point is, the contributing structure or resonance structure having negative charge on electronegative atom, then the compound is more stable. Electronegative atom ಮೇಲೆ negative charge ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ more stable. A resonating structure having negative charge on electronegative atom more stable will be resonating form. Resonating form is more stable because negative charge is on electronegative atom. Then third point is, larger the separation of opposite charges, lower the stability of the canonical form. Illenada larger the separation of opposite charges, positive and negative charges separation ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ stability of canonical form is less. Larger the stability of larger the separation of opposite charges lower the stability of canonical form. Then next one is, greater the number of covalent bonds, higher the stability. Number of covalent bonds between the atoms or in the molecule or ion is more means more the stability. Covalent bonds ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. Greater the number of covalent bonds, greater or higher the stability. Stability of resonating structure. Then larger the difference or larger the value of resonance energy, higher the stability of compound. Resonance energy value is more means higher the stability. Higher the value of resonance energy, greater is the stability of compound. Then last point is greater the number of resonating structures. ಈ ರೆಸೋನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಮೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಗ್ರೇಟರ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ resonating structures, greater is the stability of compound. Resonating structures more idra stability ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Then resonance energy value is more means higher the value of resonance energy, greater is the stability of the compound. Then greater is the number of covalent bonds in the molecule or ion, higher is the stability. These are the some important factors. The relative stability of resonating structures depends on these points. And next is from as a result of resonance, the bond energies changes in many molecules as well as ions. As a result of resonance, the bond orders changes. Bond order ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. And bond order is calculated by using formula. As a result of resonance, bond order changes in many molecules as well as ions, and bond order is calculated by using formula total number of bonds between two atoms in all the structures divided by total number of resonating structures. Total number of resonating structures. For example, let us consider benzene. First example is benzene. This is the first resonance structure. And this is the second possible resonance structure, and the resonance hybrid of this is the pi electrons are delocalized on all the carbon atoms. This is the resonance hybrid, and these are the resonance structures. That is resonance hybrid. For the calculation of bond energy, this is not considered. Only these two structures are considered, and bond order is calculated Let us number any two carbon atoms 1, 2. I consider these two carbon atoms in the resonance structures of benzene. ನಾವೇನು ಹೇಳಿವಿ, the relative position of atoms are not changed, only the position of electrons are changed or differ, but not the relative atoms. Atoms same ಇರ್ತಾವ, but electrons ಅಷ್ಟೇ change ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. In the formula, total number of bonds between two atoms, ಇವೆರಡು ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ C1 and C2 atom ನಡುವೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವು in all the structures. In first structure 2 bonds, in the second structure between C1 and C2 only 1 bond. How many resonance structures are there? Only 2 resonance structures, 1 and 2. This is resonant hybrid, this is not considered. Idan pettukodu. Resonance structures are 2. 3 by 2 means 1.5. This is the resonance. According to resonance, the bond orders are changed in many molecules as well as ions. Okay. Then another example, that is CO3 2 minus ion. In this, O minus, this is the first resonance structure. This is the second resonance structure. This is the third resonance structure. There are 3 possible Lewis structures, and these are called as resonance contributing or canonical structures. And the bond order is calculated. Bond order is equal to, let us consider these 2 atoms 1, 2. In this, first and second carbon oxygen double bond is present in the first structure. In the second structure, single bond. Third structure, single bond. Divided by total number of contributing structures are 3. This is equal to 2, 4. 4 by 3 means 1.33. This is the bond order, and this pi electron is delocalized in all the carbonate. Okay, this is about resonance as well as resonance hybrid. Next we will start another very important bond parameter, that is bond polarity, that was explained on the basis of dipole moment. Last bond parameter, 6th one is polarity of bonds, that is explained on dipole moment. Before going to discussing dipole moment, first we discussed non-polar covalent bond and polar covalent bond. What are polar and non-polar covalent bonds? polar and non-polar covalent bonds. First we will discuss non-polar covalent bonds. A covalent bond is formed between two atoms having same electronegativity, or a covalent bond is formed between two similar atoms having equal electronegativity. That is nothing but non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond, that is nothing but a covalent bond is formed between two atoms having equal or identical electronegativity. Covalent bond formed by two atoms having same or identical electronegativity. Covalent bond formed between two atoms having same electronegativity, that is nothing but non-polar covalent bond. That is nothing but, let us consider an example, general example. A covalent bond is formed between two similar atoms AA, and this molecule is a non-polar in nature because the shared pair of electrons are situated exactly at the center of the bond, because the electronegativity of these two atoms are similar and there is no polarity in this molecule, and this is non-polar. Non-polar means the bonded electrons are exactly situated at the center of the bond between two atoms. For example, H2, N2, O2, F2, Cl2, etc. These are the examples for non-polar molecules. That means all the homonuclear diatomic molecules are non-polar in nature. All the homo means the bonded atoms are same. Homonuclear diatomic molecules are non-polar in nature, because in case of HH the bonding electrons are situated at the center. In case of oxygen the bonding electrons are situated exactly at the center, and in case of nitrogen the bonding electrons are exactly at the center. Like this, all the homonuclear diatomic molecules are non-polar in nature because the bonding shared pair of electrons are exactly at the center and there is no polarity in this molecule. This is called non-polar covalent bond. Then second one is polar covalent bond. What are polar covalent bonds? A covalent bond is formed between two different atoms having unequal electronegativity. ಎರಡು atom ನಡುವೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ electronegativity difference ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ these two bonded atoms are unlike. different atoms ನಡುವೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ covalent bond formation ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. That is nothing but heteronuclear diatomic, triatomic or polyatomic molecules are polar in nature, but in that some exceptionals are also there, because the symmetry of the molecule does not exhibit polarity. Polar covalent bond is nothing but covalent bond formed by two different atoms having unequal electronegativity is called polar covalent bond. Polar covalent bond is nothing but unequal electronegativity of two bonded atoms, that is nothing but polar covalent bond. For example, let us consider a general example, that is AB. In these two bonded atoms, A is less electronegative and B is more electronegative, and the more electronegative bonded atom attracts the bonding pair of electrons towards itself, and the shared pair of electrons are attracted towards more electronegative, and it forms a polarity on these two bonded atoms. A carries a partial positive charge and B carries partial negative charge, and this is called dipole, and such type of molecules are called as polar covalent bonds. A, B, this carries partial, A carries positive charge because this is less electronegative, and this carries more electronegative, bonding electrons are attracted towards this, and this is called dipole. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Dipole ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು. And due to the formation of dipole, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ polarity induce ಆಗ್ತದೆ, and such type of molecules are polar in nature. ಇವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು? Polar molecules ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು. And the extent of polar character is depends on the electronegativity of bonded atom. Extent of polar nature depends on the electronegativity difference. If the electronegativity difference is more, the polar nature is more, or polar character is more. And this polar character is generally expressed, or the dipole moment is used for representing the polar character of the covalent molecules. Polar covalent nature is expressed by using dipole moment. Polar character is expressed in terms of dipole moment. Dipole moment is nothing but it is the product of magnitude of charge and distance between the centers of positive and negative charges in a polar bond. Polar bond the distance between the centers of positive and negative charges and its charge, that is nothing but dipole moment. Dipole moment is nothing but it is denoted by a symbol mu. The product of magnitude of charge and distance between centers of positive and negative charges in a polar bond. that is nothing but dipole moment, and this mu is equal to E into D. Dipole moment is the product of magnitude of charge and distance between the centers of positive and negative charges in the polar bond, that is nothing but dipole moment, and it is expressed in dipole moment is expressed in debye unit, that is D, capital D. 1 debye is nothing but 10 raised to minus 8 ESU centimeter. ESU is nothing but electrostatic unit of charge and centimeter. This is equal to 3.335 into 10 raised to minus 30 coulomb meter. This is the value of 1 debye, and this is expressed, generally dipole moment is expressed in debye unit, and 1 debye value is this much. This is the Celsius and this is the SI unit, and the dipole moment is generally used to predict the polarity, or it is used to identify the polar as well as non-polar character of a covalent molecule. Covalent molecule ದೊಳಗೆ polar character ಐತು, non-polar character ಐತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ dipole moment ನಿಂದ calculation ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And this dipole moment is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. And this vector quantity is depicted by a small arrow with tail on positive end and head pointing towards negative center. Negative center ಕಡೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ head ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, tail ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ positive center ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, like this. This is a vector quantity and it is depicted by a very small arrow with tail on positive end and head pointing towards negative end. For example, let us consider HF, HCl, HBr. These are the 3 hydrogen halides. These are the polar molecules, and in these molecules halogen is more electronegative than hydrogen, and it is negative part, and the direction of the dipole moment is like this. The point arrowhead directed or towards negative center, and positive part is tail head is towards positive part in all these cases. Then the dipole moment of these heteronuclear diatomic molecules, D is equal to 1.98 debye, 1.98 debye, and mu is equal to 1.98 debye, mu is equal to 1.03 debye, and mu is equal to 0.78 debye. These are the dipole moment values of hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, hydrogen bromide. The electronegativity of halogen decreases from fluorine to bromine, and their dipole moment value is also decreases. Dipole moment value decreases. Then in case of symmetrical molecules, the resultant dipole moment is 0. Symmetrical molecule idra dipole moment ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ 0. Symmetrical molecule resultant dipole moment is 0. And for unsymmetrical molecule, there is a resultant dipole. There is a resultant dipole moment. Symmetrical ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ resultant dipole moment value is 0. Unsymmetrical molecules ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ resultant dipole moment ಇರ್ತದೆ. And for polyatomic molecules, the dipole moment is calculated by the vector sum of dipole moments of all the bonds in the molecule. For polyatomic molecules, the resultant dipole moment is calculated by vector sum of dipole moments of all the bonds in the molecules. And one more very important point is the resultant dipole, the magnitude of resultant dipole moment is dependent on the spatial orientation of bonds in the molecule. Spatial orientation of bonds ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ resultant magnitude of resultant dipole moment depends. Magnitude of resultant dipole moment depends on spatial orientation of bonds in molecule. Spatial orientation also affects the dipole magnitude of resultant dipole moment. Then we will discuss some of the examples. Homonuclear diatomic molecules having resultant dipole moment is 0. For heteronuclear diatomic molecules, some of the molecules also shows 0 resultant dipole moment due to symmetry, and some of the heteronuclear diatomic molecules exhibit resultant dipole moment. And this also predicts the geometry of the molecule. First one is for triatomic molecules. For triatomic molecules, that is AB2. In this triatomic molecules, there are two possibilities. One is linear and other one is angular shape. The first one is linear triatomic molecules having 0 dipole moment. Linear triatomic molecules of AB2 type having or exhibit 0 dipole moment because the dipole moment direction is exactly equal and opposite direction. For example, let us consider BeCl2 or BeF2. The direction of dipole moment is exactly equal and opposite, and its dipole moment value is 0 dipole. Similarly, carbon dioxide, the dipole moment direction is equal and opposite, and this also exhibit 0 dipole moment. For triatomic molecules of AB2 type, there is a two possibility. One is linear and its bond angle is 180 degree. Second possibility is angular or bent shape. These having resultant dipole. Having resultant dipole moment. For example, let us consider water molecule. In this, hydrogen is less electronegative than oxygen and the direction of the dipole moment is towards more electronegative oxygen atom, and its dipole moment value is 1.86 dBi, 1.86 or 85 dBi, because the dipole moment direction of OH bond is towards oxygen atom and also which contains lone pair of electrons, and the dipole moment direction is same as that of orbital dipole. And another example is sulfur dioxide. In this case, here bond angle is 104.5 degree and in this case 120 degree. 120 degree means this sulfur atom is sp2 hybridized state, trigonal planar geometry, and here the oxygen is more electronegative than sulfur is less electronegative than oxygen, and the dipole moment direction is towards more electronegative oxygen, and the orbital dipole is opposite to that of the dipole moment direction, and the dipole moment value is less than that of water and it is 1.63 dBi. This is because of orbital dipole moment, orbital dipole is opposite to that of bond dipole moment. Okay? And another case is for tetraatomic molecules, AB3 type. AB3 type of molecules having two possibilities, one is pyramidal shape and another one is trigonal planar. First we will consider trigonal planar. Planar tetraatomic molecule. Dipole moment is 0. Dipole moment is 0. For example, let us consider BF3 or BCl3. In this case, this is the bond angle between F is 120 degree, this is a trigonal planar, and the central boron is sp2 hybridized state, and the dipole moment direction is towards fluorine because it is more electronegative, and the dipole moment direction is towards fluorine. In this molecule, the two BF dipole directions are in the same direction and third one is exactly opposite, and the resultant of these two dipoles are exactly equal and opposite to third one. The resultant of this is exactly equal and opposite to third one. That's why the dipole moment value of BF3 molecule is 0. This the resultant of these two is 5 unit. This is 2.5, this is 2.5, and the resultant is also 5 unit. 5 unit exactly equal and opposite direction, and the cancel with each other, and resultant dipole moment of BF3 molecule is 0. The reason for this is the two bond dipoles of BF are equal and opposite to that of third one. The two bond dipoles of BF are equal and opposite to that of third one. This is a very important and in examination. Why BF3 molecule exhibits zero dipole moment? Give reason. Because the resultant dipole moment of two BF bonds are exactly equal to that of the third one. And second case is pyramidal shape. Pyramidal shape of molecules having a resultant dipole. In this, a very important example, that is ammonia and NF3. In these two molecules, the resultant dipole moment is different, that is 1.46 dBi and 0.23 dBi. Mu is equal to 1.46 and mu is equal to 0.23 dBi or 24 dBi. And this is because in this example, these two having pyramidal shape and tetrahedral geometry, but the shape is pyramidal. In the first example, ammonia, the hydrogen is less electronegative than nitrogen and the bond dipole is directed towards orbital dipole. Orbital dipole, that is nitrogen containing lone pair, other direction lone, dipole moment, and the resultant dipole moment having high value and it is more polar than this. In the second example, the dipole moment direction of NF is exactly opposite to that of orbital dipole. Idenayitpa antandre orbital dipole the exact opposite enpa antandre bond dipole is present, and due to the opposite direction of bond dipole and orbital dipole, the resultant dipole is decreases. This is the reason. Then another one is for pentaatomic molecules. This is also very important. Why NH3 is more dipole moment value than the NF3? NH3 is higher dipole moment because the bond direction, dipole moment direction is exactly in the same direction as the orbital dipole. But in this case, orbital dipole and bond dipoles are in opposite direction. AB4 type. AB4 type dolage enpa antandre there are two possibilities. For example, ammonia, methane, the dipole moment value is 0 because all the dipole moment directions are towards carbon atom. Carbon is more electronegative and all are equal and opposite and cancels with each other. Similarly, in case of carbon tetrachloride, here the dipole moment direction is in opposite but equal. This is also having 0 dipole moment. By replacing one or more hydrogen atoms in this or by replacing one or more chlorine atoms in this, these exhibit a resultant dipole. These having 1.87, 1.55, 1.55 dBi, that is 1, here 1. The dipole moment direction is in this direction, but in this opposite. Here the dipole moment direction. By replacing one hydrogen by chlorine, the dipole moment value is 1.87 and it is a chloromethane having polar character. And in carbon tetrachloride, one of the chlorine atom is replaced by hydrogen atom and it is called chloroform, and dipole moment value is 1.55. It is less than that of chloromethane because the dipole moment directions of two chlorines equal and opposite cancels with each other, and due to this the dipole moment value is less. This is about dipole moment, polar and non-polar covalent bonds, and this is a very, very important concept in the covalent bonding, and we will completed the bond parameter concept. And what are the uses of dipole moment? This dipole moment is generally used to identify the polar as well as non-polar character of the molecule. Polar and non-polar identification ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. And this is generally used for the shape as well as geometry of the molecule. This can be, dipole moment is used to predict the geometry or shape of the molecule, and dipole moment is generally used to distinguish cis and trans isomers. Cis and trans isomers. In this, cis isomers having high dipole moment than trans isomer. Generally trans isomers having less dipole moment or resultant dipole moment is 0 in some cases. And this dipole moment is also used to distinguish ortho, para and meta isomers. Ortho isomers having higher dipole moment than meta than para. And this dipole moment is also used to calculate the percentage ionic character. Percentage ionic character is also is calculated by using dipole moment, that is observed dipole moment by calculated dipole moment into 100. By using this formula, percentage ionic character is calculated by using dipole moment values. These are the some of the uses. First one is, it used to predict the polar and non-polar covalent bond, and it is used to predict the shape or geometry of the molecule, and it is used to distinguish cis and trans isomers, and also used to distinguish ortho, meta and para isomers, and it is also used to calculate the percentage ionic character of covalent molecules. Thank you. Next class we will discuss another important concept. Okay, thank you.